Have you almost had your night ruined because your mind is swirling with what other people are thinking about? Instead of living in that place of confidence that you had before you even left your house, when you were in your favorite outfit and rocking those heels, good hair day, good makeup day, and somehow none of that seems to matter anymore? I've been there. And it fucking sucks. It is such a night killer. And that's why it's so important to learn 3 ways to not care about what people are thinking about us because we want to enjoy our lives. We want to enjoy every experience that you are purposefully putting into your yes life. Hey y'all, Maggie Dickens here. Welcome to All.The.Feels. I'm so glad you're here. You've been shattering those glass ceilings and checking off the to-dos of adulting. And now it's time for you to shed those pressures and expectations, to begin leaning into this crazy, beautiful life, and time to start getting real with what drives you. So let's begin creating the life that you crave, one feeling at a time. So the bad news is that there's no way to entirely live a life without judging other people or being judged by other people. And the reason for this is because our brain likes to categorize things. Our brain likes to put things in little boxes so that we can more efficiently and effectively respond to different circumstances and situations. And when it does that, piled on with societal influences, that categorization and that judgment is supercharged in a way that it leaves us feeling lonely, with social anxiety, feeling misunderstood, isolated, feeling jealousy and envy, feeling depressed and hopeless. And these are all things that break us down and crush our confidence. And so when we're talking about these 3 things to do to stop caring about what other people think, it's all about starting to care about what we think. It's all about refocusing on ourselves and recognizing that we are just as important as everybody else. Number 1, change your perspective. And I'm not talking about simply suck it up, buttercup. And I don't subscribe to that kind of thinking. What I'm talking about is that when self-doubt sets in, it fills our mind in this interesting way that is telling us that the people around us are focused on what we're doing and what we're thinking and what we're saying. And that when they are focused on us, they're doing so in a way that is negatively judgmental. And when we change our perspective, what we're doing is we are naming 3 to 5 things in our minds. We don't have to say it out loud. And we're telling ourselves, what are some other things that the people around us could be focused on instead of negatively judging us? So I'll give you an example. So let's say that you feel really, really great as you're getting ready to go to a concert. And when you get to this concert and you realize that your elder millennial style of heels and jeans and a nice top is about 10 years out of fashion, and Gen Z has ushered in a much more comfortable way of dressing, it can be easy to get that hot flash and to feel really self-conscious and out of place. When you notice those thoughts and that physiological reaction, it's really helpful to, as soon as you recognize it, to stop that line of thinking by doing a couple of things. One is taking that deep breath that we always go back to. And on that exhale, it's reminding yourself to do something that I call depersonalization. So depersonalize. Instead of thinking about, wow, all these people around me are noticing that I haven't gotten out in a couple of years, thanks to the pandemic, and they're judging me negatively. They're thinking I'm old, I'm out of touch, I don't belong. That's personalizing. What we want to do is flip it. around and say, what else could they be thinking about? What else could they be doing? Perhaps they are enjoying their friends. They're enjoying the concert vibe and the concert that they're about to see. Perhaps they're feeling self-conscious for one reason or another, and maybe they're looking in your direction, but not actually seeing you or putting any sort of judgment on you. Perhaps you look like someone they know and they're trying to figure out if they do. Or maybe you look friendly and interesting and they're wondering whether or not they should come up and talk to you. Those are just a few reasons why someone may have their attention towards you or even just be in the same environment as you. That has nothing to do with us doing anything wrong or making a mistake. And that is depersonalization. That's changing your perspective. 2, connect the thoughts and the actions that you're engaging in before the self-doubt to those values and your yes life that you've created for yourself. Before I get any further, if you don't know what I mean about value sets or your yes life, I will link some videos below for you to do a deeper dive. And you can do that once this video is finished and then be able to kind of combine everything together. Once you're familiar with your value set and your yes life, you'll be able to find a way to have this guide, this roadmap of sorts that says, I am saying no to this invitation, or I'm saying yes to this invitation to a virtual or an in-person event. I am choosing self-care. I am choosing to go back to school. I'm choosing to change jobs because these decisions align with my value set, which is the core of my yes life, the life that I truly want to live on my terms. Often when we are in that place of self-consciousness, we are allowing other people's opinions, other people's values to be put onto us. That whole, why is this person doing XYZ? Why are they leaving the job? Why are they not taking this job? Either way, right? And what we're doing is we're taking their values and putting it onto ourselves and going, yeah, well, why am I, or why aren't I? When we can refocus and remind ourselves that the actions that we're engaging in, the things that we're doing and not doing, align with the values that we have spent so much time creating and highlighting and understanding, in order to have this life that we want on our terms, in our way, then we're pushing the expectations and the opinions of other people further and further from our focus. And that's freedom. That is peace. And that comes from your values and living your yes life. And 3, practice mindfulness. Now, you may know me as someone who is a lover and user of clinical hypnosis in my work and in my private life. And mindfulness is related to hypnosis. However, it's a little bit different. We can talk about mindful hypnosis in another video. If that's something that you'd like, just drop a comment. I would be happy to talk about that with y'all. When we're talking about practicing mindfulness to stop caring what other people think, it goes back to what I mentioned just a few minutes ago, where our self-consciousness, our anxiety, our self-doubt is a way that our mind just fogs up with everything else other than what is truly tangibly occurring in this moment. We get very much in our heads, very much in this place of future thinking or past thinking, or even just trying to assume what other people are thinking, attempting to be a little clairvoyant. And most of us aren't very good at that, right? And so instead, what we're doing is getting grounded in the moment and recognizing true facts about our environment and our experience right now. And there is an easy way to do this, And it's by using your senses. And again, this is something that you would do in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud if you're in a room full of people, virtual or otherwise. Instead, you are able to do this in your mind, and no one will be the wiser other than you're getting calmer and you're getting more clarity. Calm and clarity help you build courage, which can help in your confidence journey. That's a whole lot of C's, and alliteration is fun. So let's do it again. It's calm and clarity to build courage and confidence. Okay. So one of the mindfulness techniques, it's really simple using the senses, is taking all 5 senses and doing something with each of them. So 5 things that you can see, telling yourself, noticing it, right? I can see the pink flowers behind me. I can see the computer screen in front of me. I can see the light over there. I can see the and sign behind me, right? 5 things that you can see and 4 things you can touch. And so that may be something that you are physically going and trying to touch things, or even just feeling. I can feel the hair on the back of my neck. I can feel this hair right here that's been tickling me for a little while. I can feel my feet on the ground, those kinds of things. 3 things that you can hear, and 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. And that may mean that you go and grab some water, or you may be able to taste your coffee from that morning or something like that. Okay. Using your 5 senses. And what that does is it takes you from all of the swimming and the spiraling and goes, right now in this moment, what is real, what is true, what is factual. And that really calms down that amygdala. It helps to calm down the parts of our brains that's overfiring in that sympathetic nervous system. Okay. And one way to kick it up a notch is to tell yourself, after you go through those 5 things, tell yourself any affirmations that you've created through reframing your core beliefs into healthy and helpful ones. Okay. So again, I have a video on core beliefs. I can drop it below. And it's not lying to yourself. It's not Googling other people's affirmations. Instead, it's saying what's true about me. I am strong. I am capable, right? These things that you know to be true about yourself. Okay. So getting in that moment, getting grounded, and then reminding yourself of some internal truths. So I grew up quite self-conscious, and I can still get in my head at times. These 3 skills, these 3 techniques are such a game changer in my life, and I know they will be in yours. So when you use them, please let me know, send me an email or drop a comment below, because I would love to hear how well these work out for you in your life. And until I hear from you next, everyone take care. Ciao, y'all.